Well, the polls are now closed in South Surrey-White Rock. My campaign is over, and we'll soon know who won the election, of course. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank a number of people who were helping me behind the scenes throughout. I was the face of the campaign, of course, but there were a good number of people who volunteered just because they believe in the message. I think most of all I have to thank a gentleman by the name of Rob Pokhran. He's a local grower in South Surrey. He grows succulent plants and cacti. He's got a greenhouse out there. He operates under the business name of Simply Neglectable. He was there for a number of weeks with me on the weekends, collecting signatures, meeting voters, financially helping me out through some of the expenses of this time. And he was just tireless, a source of constant energy. So Rob, thank you so much. Also, Tim Moen, the leader of the party, he flew over here just to meet with me and spend some time in the riding, meeting voters, getting our message out. It was a great pleasure to have him stay with me that weekend and spend time with him. I also had Clayton Wellwood, the leader of the BC Libertarian Party, join me for a day of canvassing, which was a great pleasure as well. Other volunteer canvassers, I had Dan Kincaid, Fiona Reed, Micah Neufeld, and these people owed me absolutely nothing. They came because they believe in this message, and they, like me, want to get it out and start talking to people about a different way of governing ourselves. There were a good number of people behind the scenes as well. Kyle McCormack and Keith Komar sort of acted as my public relations team. Kyle McCormack in particular was very helpful in drafting up my press releases and getting that out to local news agencies. Lasha Kretzel was also with her offered some very valuable critiques of my press release before it made its way out, and I'm very grateful for that. Paul Geddes volunteered to be my official agent, which was very gracious of him. Also, Stéphane Blaise, an auditor in Quebec, stepped up to be my auditor. So from BC, Stéphane, thank you so much for doing that. We don't know each other very well, but I really appreciate you doing that for me. Peter Dutremont, I'm sure I just totally mangled that name. We don't speak much French out here on the West Coast, I'm sorry. Peter, you've been such a force of energy for the party, and you've been a great, it's been great working with you throughout this campaign, and I appreciate all of your support as well. So as you can see, that there were a good number of people who helped me be the face of liberty and of the Libertarian Party for this particular campaign. I'm extremely grateful. I'm also very grateful to the voters of South Surrey-White Rock, who for the most part met me with open ears and open hearts and gave me an honest chance to express my views. And I could tell some of them were really quite interested in my classical liberal economics and my small government message. So I think there is some space for our ideas in that riding. And especially I want to thank those voters who put a big X beside my name today. I know that's an act of courage, and I want to commend you for following your conscience in voting and not necessarily voting for the team that's going to win. It's a hard thing to do. It is a strategic game at the end of the day. We can't really deny that. But if we don't vote for what we want, we're never going to get it. So I really respect and honor you for doing that, and I'm extremely honored by the trust implicit in your support for me, to act as your representative. So thank you so much. To those of you who've been following this page for a little bit longer, since before I started this campaign, thank you as well. I hope all of you will stay with me as I try, as I keep putting efforts forward to build libertarianism and liberty into a legitimate and relevant political force, both provincially and federally. So, thank you so much. Have a great evening.